Football on the horizon and a great place for field in Green Bay. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Devin Duvernay to return it. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Williams from the gun. Escapes out to the left. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Bears first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, Williams to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Williams off the play fake. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. On the move, headed right. On the big play down to the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bears.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down, here's Swift. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. The tight end in motion now. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Manangai. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They are on the counter with Swift. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Pass brought in by Watson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Right back to Watson. This is Cox. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 46-yard.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's an early lead for the Bears. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Love now off the play action. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out and gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Home run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Shotgun now for Love. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On the sneak, it's Long. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers finish off their opening drive. Jordan Love, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
This is back complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down. Here's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got Moore once again. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation on the other end, finishing it, doing his job.
Williams. He'll try and run this. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. The Packers take their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They pitch it out to him here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Williams to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Love with it on first down. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Thrown on first down, Love. Caught for big yards on the right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
On first and 10, here's Love. Hits him on the out route. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus on for the extra point. After splits the uprights. And the Packers tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Big throw out wide by Love. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
That's good. For our Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. Running on first here with Jacobs. Did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Love out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, now Love. Connects on the crosser. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Once more, it's Love. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
34-yard line.
2nd down now, they need 7. the air. Love finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This is Jacobs running left. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Love looking to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Took his shot at 6 that time, and that forces them to fourth and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
McManus sends it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him.
Yeah.
All the things that we got from it.
Yeah.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Going run again with Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, Williams to throw. Complete right side, Burton has it. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down Bears.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be first down Chicago.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a fourth-quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Packers 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Wilson with a return here. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Love now, off the play action. That's complete to Musgrave. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Love now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Yeah,
Well, we saw those guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We want to look at them. With their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front
something that I've
wasn't in
been
vain.
seeing within the last 48 hours going viral.
Love from the gun.
This is some software made by
Finds the end route
specifically
complete.
the clean
He's going to
AI.
be taken down a yard
You
shy
can
of
see
the
this
25.
technology is so great.
19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Right
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green
essentially
Bay.
using the AI
Packers
to kind
needing
of
4
get
points.
AI constructed
Coming to the line
models
for another
of
first
any
and 10.
celebrity for that matter, but specifically in this case, the Packers.
On the option,
So
it's
we
Jacobs.
need to see
all he can get is 1 yard, ran that
Brown,
right into
sorry,
defensive
and you
front.
can see the level of detail
There's ever a play we could
from
call
AI
garden
trying
variety
to
in the NFL.
replicate basic
I think we
that
just saw
especially
right there.
during these
That's an
games.
uneventful run.
I think from this
Pretty
day on
sound
forward,
stop
there's
there
nothing you can
defensively.
really trust on the defend anymore. And the
Need a
uploader
better
of this
result
video
than that
said,
last
forget
run.
everything
It's
you knew
2nd
about
and
video
8.
footage. This type of
Sending him to pass.
increasingly common in 2026. The difference is
Completed to his running back.
So,
And they're not going
and
to
I just
burn a
gotta say,
timeout. Smart
yo,
play here. He gets out of bounds with the first
listen,
down.
I was already a skeptic
I don't
to
know
begin
about you,
with
Kay,
the
but I
likes
think
of
somebody's
certain individuals who
auditioning
knew
for
how to
some extra work as a
CGI,
receiver.
Photoshop,
If he can do that coming out of the
and trick
backfield,
people into believing
imagine the
things that are
damage
not
he could do
true.
if
I
they
was
sent
already
him out
a
into
skeptic
one of
when
those
it came
spots
to
out wide.
blackmail, people using software to plant people in places that they were never in. People using, Photoshop to digitally alter
And
certain
he's not going to reach the end
places.
zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's
But
2
now,
yards on the
ladies and
gain,
gentlemen, I
and
think
now
we
it'll
are
be
doing
2nd and
And
goal.
of course, people in the comments are saying,
Okay,
I
all
swear,
right.
he's
There's a little
other verses
progress
that I
on
like
1st and
AI.
goal. You keep it safe. You push a little closer.
And by the way,
Now
guys,
you're
do you
set
think
up for what
a
you
regular
want to do
person
on
like this
second
in the
down.
public is the first
Now
to
it's
come
2nd and
across
goal
this
from the
technology?
1.
Do you really believe this technology is all of a sudden coming out of
Here's another
nowhere and
fourth.
that the
And he's
military,
in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay.
certain shadow organizations didn't have
The
access to this
Packers
years
have
ago
taken the
before we
lead
even
late.
had access to it
It's a
ourselves?
Josh
I mean, ladies and
Jacobs
gentlemen, understand by the time it gets to the public space, oftentimes, not always, it'll likely already be old technology.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The
This is
late
scary. You wanna
touchdown
know
here,
who I feel
Brock,
bad for
moves
the
him in
most?
front.
It's
And week
pretty
to
much all
week,
the
what a
old people,
pleasure it is
especially
for
the
us to
boomers.
call
I mean,
these
what are the
games. We
boomers, like
never know
70
what
plus
kind of
years
game
old
we're
at this
going to
point in
get.
time? Like,
This
these
one's
people,
been
they're done.
everything
They're
you
finished.
could have wanted.
Especially the
And
sugar
now,
babies
even though
of
they've
that
taken the
generation.
lead, there's
It's
still
all
enough
over for them.
time on that
Anytime,
other
bro.
sideline for
Anything
them
that
to
can be
make a
produced online,
response.
FaceTime,
That
Snapchat,
one splits the
Instagram,
uprights.
Facebook. They're not going to be able to
And the
distinguish
Packers
that.
push their lead
Whole
to 3.
community's going to be one-shotted like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. AI is about to run through a whole generation like the Black Plague of the 1400s. Nigerian and Indian scammers about to have a field day scamming old-ass holy old
Now
dudes
is
for their
McManus
entire
to
life
kick this away.
savings, retirement, and 401ks by doing exactly what this guy's doing on screen. Like, it's
Well,
pretty
now
much,
to return it.
honestly, if you have an elder or
Making some
senior
progress
citizen
here.
parent out there,
And
grandparent,
he's
please
out of
just keep them
bounds at the
offline.
45. Time. Great field position to begin this drive.
Yo, the
Bears
whole
offense now
country of
heads
India
back
is
out to
about
the
to
field.
majorly off of
They
this.
find
Someone
themselves
said,
down here
what
in the
will
fourth
what
after that
policy
touchdown.
that
This
is
game could end up
pretty much at
depending
this
on
point in
how
time
they
to
respond
go
right
and get
here.
distinguish it. Ash says we're going to see a societal-wide movement towards the
This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift.
And when that happens,
He's
it's going to try
dropped
to
a big
replicate
stop
those
and a
interactions.
big moment
Audie
there,
said,
Brock. They
what
could
in
not
the
afford to
world?
lose yards there.
What's wrong with this too? Like,
The
they
Bears decide to call their first timeout.
not only
Two
are
available for them as we
OnlyFans
approach
models
the
about
end
to
of
go
this
out of
game.
business because of or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to upgrade to lifelike human models to replace the furry little anime girl cosplays they like to do online. One that also
Here's
scares the
2nd
hell
and
out of me.
13.
So, is it any good?
Bruh. Tell me this
Here he is to
doesn't look
throw.
like actually
Connecting with his back here,
like
Swift.
genuinely the
And
level
here's
of
another
detail
stop
that this
made right at
software
the
is able to
line.
produce
Back-to-back
against
reps
the
from this
whole
defense.
boomer sugar daddy community is about to get one shot like the asteroid did to the dinosaurs 70 million years ago. The amount of fraud claims, scam claims, retirement fund fraud claims we're about to see pop up within the next 2 years will be incredible. It'll pretty much make those Nigerian email scammers of kings and queens in Nigeria who lost access to a bank account with $2 billion. You know, you look like
And they're not going to have to burn a
and
timeout.
apparently back in the
Smart play
day,
here.
a
He gets
lot
out
of
of bounds
folks
for the
would
first
felt for
down.
those skins as obvious as they were to us. So imagine that.
It's hard to
Simple
move the
stuff like
ball
that
in this
football.
league
in comparison to this new age technology where if anybody has any face online ever uploaded, they can pretty much take that face, your granddaughter, your daughter, your uncle, your cousin, your father, overlaid into this clean software, digitally model it, and sync it with your face via their camera, pretend as if they're kidnapped or broken down on the side of the road or overseas, and you send them money to some undescript location with a checking savings account number. They're crying, they're stressed, they act like it's a life or death situation, and then that old person just so happens to end up sending them thousands of dollars. Like, the amount of scams you can do with this is pretty much endless. And by the way, for those of you who believe that this is AI, it literally is. You can see the imperfections here. Her earlobe, also her hair is a little too firm, as you can see here. I don't think. Yeah, hair, unless they're loose. Yeah, no, a bit too firm. And her, facial movements are just a little too uncanny. Like, things like, it just seems a bit weak. This would be the facial movements of somebody who's incredible. But obviously, yeah, this person is not going to do all this analytical observations of what they're actually
kind of precision. That was rhythm. Truly rhythm
It
personified.
honestly
It makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, brought 25 straight completions to
guys, and then as you can see here, I'm moving it slowly, right? Like, look at this motion blur, look at the AI models, like the acne, the wrinkles. I mean, it still looks a little uncanny, so this isn't as good as the beginning, right? This is like way better here, and you had better examples here. So I guess depending on the user who's inputting the what do we call it, the prompts and the level of quality
moment as they turn to Carlos Santos.
will determine how realistic it looks.
And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Also, someone says here's how to do this in 2 minutes. Go to Cling AI.
The Bears bring on Carlos Santos for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the
video
left.
that you want to mimic, so that could be anything on you. Add character image, and that's it. The amount of use cases for this.
And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime, rested
They
on
may
his
give you
leg,
free
kid,
throw.
and he
Not
got the job done.
at this point in time, I've
Things
never
go
been happier that
specific way
my
in
face
OT. The next time we see him
I'm
line up,
incredibly grateful for that.
game
But
win.
again, eventually my face will be out there, and I will be.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so
Technically, my
we'll
face
see
is
what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got
saw
left
the
here.
natural progression of this happening over the years, and I'm sure I made videos about this.
Love with it on first down. Throw left side
This
to
is just the
Watson.
natural
And
progression.
he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Yo, for some reason I have to make this extremely abundantly clear, but don't be an idiot. Any of the things I'm about to say in this video, don't do it. This video is for educational purposes
2nd
only.
and 3 now.
People love attention. Some people love attention so much that they'd be willing to die for it. And I'm not exaggerating.
To the air
I
with
say
Love.
the internet is a place where people will do
This to win the game.
for attention. We are going to go down a rabbit hole discovering the worst, most
Incomplete.
deadliest
They were
internet
forced
trends that
on
have
everybody
circulated
with no
throughout
time
our
left on the
time
clock.
on the internet,
Last,
specifically
we
on
are headed
TikTok.
for
So
overtime.
let's begin. Back in 2022, around the COVID times, hygiene and sanitization became heavily normalized. Everybody was more scared and cautious about germs than any time ever before. Like, just look at this. Dude, everybody was terrified. No one was. So first, the ice cream licking trend. So you take this massive increase on cleanliness, mixed with people's desire for internet attention, and what do you get? Dumbass, idiotic, viral behavior. People started realizing that if you go to the store, go to
Hopefully
the
this
ice cream
conclusion
section,
will be
open
just
up the
as
fridge,
exciting
take
as
an
our
ice cream
opening
out of the
4
fridge,
quarters. The kick
open
is
up the
away.
ice
Here
cream
in
box,
overtime.
you have access to this
He fields it from the
untouched
8.
ice cream. So
Decent
people
run back
started
is going to
cleaning
end as they
themselves.
bring him down
Kind of
inside
right
the
on.
30.
I think that's a little bit
The
better.
Green Bay
So people
offense
started
about to get
cleaning
started once
themselves,
more.
opening up the
And
ice
they're playing
cream,
with a chance to
licking the
take
ice
the lead
cream,
right
closing it,
here.
opening
Get a
it.
nice little
Not
cushion
only is
in
that
what has been an
completely
otherwise really close game.
disgusting,
Yeah,
but
really
it
the
is also
mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive when you break the huddle, you look at each other and say,
anybody seeing something so
these are
absurd,
the moments that
it's
tilt the
like
game in our
causing people to
favor.
comment.
Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
And boom, you have a
The
stupid
quarterbacks will
ass
look for
like
their
this.
tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That they started locking up the fridges. Brother, this is a joke. Look at this. You know how absurd it is for this kind of close scenario? Like imagine you just want to get ice cream to a family, and then you go to the third section and prove there's a lock on it because these idiots can put themselves to making stupid ass videos with that. Drinking ice cream and throwing it back in the fridge. I wouldn't even want ice cream after that point.
What a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives the other team a chance to win it all right here.
Such a two-sided coin, right? Offensively can't happen. Just cannot happen. But defensively, you know exactly what those defenders are saying to their buddies running on the field. Go do it. Go finish. Go finish that pick in this game and let's go celebrate.
Taking ice cream, licking it pretty much. This goes funny. All right, let's move on. This next trend I'm about to mention to me was a little bit like in this way, but it wasn't taken far. Now you know the internet, right? Everybody loves to take things way too far. But he makes
Couldn't get the job done.
This is a trend.
Looks like it'll be one of these defenses that wins them this one in overtime.
Yeah, give these crews defensively some credit here. It's hard to play defense in overtime. But both deliver, and now which offense, Kate, can go capitalize and finish this game?
First and 10, here's Love. The right side, and Dobbs has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Green Bay first down.
As a result of this, so I haven't seen any reported deaths, but naturally, if you're falling from that high up, even Batman himself would get injured. Alright, next. A new trend that recently became a thing was something called mix matching. To explain what mix matching is in the easiest way possible, it is essentially people trying to upgrade their appearance, upgrade how they look. And this became a trend in 2023 3 years ago. 2023 was 3 years ago, fun fact. But like everything on the internet, people love to take things way too far. Look, I'm all for trying to look better. It is better to care about your appearance than to not care about your appearance. You don't care for your appearance, but about yourself. If you end up neglecting certain things that are overall very crucial for your health, as a medical, this like I was saying, it's better to care for your looks than to not care for your life. It is unfortunate that you are treated based on how you present yourself. And even on the planet filled with humans, where socializing is one of the most crucial things to life, it's important to care for your appearance. But this looks maxing trend has just gone to levels above and beyond, for reasons beyond my understanding. But there's numerous sectors to this. The first sector also matters. People go to the gym, they eat healthy, they take care of their sleep, they overall improve their quality of life, they get rid of the bad friends that influence them to indulge in bad habits. The wholesome, correct side to this approach. And then there's the extreme side to this approach, which brings me to Sector 2.
Here's another first and 10.
I'm not kidding when I say this. This is a genuine thing. I'm obviously not going to show any videos, but I'm sure I can find something.
It's inside the 10. And he sends
everybody
home. It's a
People
touchdown.
be out there,
This in overtime.
Idiot leads around the face to create micro fractures.
Down to it in overtime. Chance to play here. He stepped up and carried that ball across the line to
So
end.
with fighters in general are very structured things because they're constantly getting hit and from this way. So people would do to mimic that structured look instead of going to the gym and doing all these very important things. It's just taking a hammer
And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.
Eyes in the mirror, asking themselves how did I
So for my partner, Brock Hewitt, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
And hopes to look better. But the internet is a crazy place. And what do people love? Attention. There is a whole rabbit hole for this whole looks matching thing, but you know what? Let's just move on to the next one. Speaking of stupid things beyond words, a teeth filing trend. This one is terribly...
I feel it's finally here. It was announced 7 years ago, and it finally got to play. It's made by the same people that made Hypixel, and it kind of reminds me of Arrow, but better. The world is beautiful and insane. The mobs are so cool and detailed. There are massive caves with entire forests in range. There's abandoned structures, there's fancy portals. There's so much to explore. So this was my first time ever playing. This is right now. There's my little fella. I decided to just make him black and gold. You can see this. You can see like the feel of it. It's very cool. It's in the early beta. Yeah, there we go. This is my first time playing hightail, and if it smash things, get apples, no idea what I'm doing. So let's go through these doors. Oh, so this is hightail. What? No! Wait, what? This is really good. I can't even see behind me. Alright, bears are not friends. This guy wants to just murder me. I've only just started playing the game, and already I'm going to die to a bear. Yeah! Hey, look him in the eyes. This is how you get rid of a bear, guys. Let's not go. So, I've never played this, I have no idea. I guess it's survival, getting to your build like you can in Minecraft. Well, this could take about 3,000 years, but hey, we've got a block, and... We're like, well, okay, I want to see if I can build how it works. Okay, I mean, look at the animation. The animations are pretty cool, like, they're very realistic, aren't they? I think it's meant to be like, well, I don't know what it's meant to be, but it gives me the vibes of like what Minecraft 2 would be, you know, if you made a sequel. Alright, let's explore the world. So you've got to be careful of bears. You can harvest berries. I don't know how that's helpful, so I don't have to talk with it. But okay, now listen, you've got to survive the first night. It's probably going to become night. So the sun's not moving. Alright. So yeah, I don't know how well people say. It seems like